KSCU Santa Clara, the underground sound. This is DJ Violet Monday. Woohoo! I always have to say that. This is like, oh, you know what? I don't know. I'm having a good time. I have all these CineQuest filmmakers in the house, in the Violet Monday house. So now we have Angelica Morrow from Desert Rain. Hi, how are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Hi. So tell us about your film.
I'm a producer on it, and my sister's also here, Alexandria Morrow. She's the lead actress, and my boyfriend wrote, produced, and directed it, and he's back in New York now. But Desert Rain, it is about a young couple in New Mexico trying to get out to LA and pursue their dreams, and everything they do kind of just leads them further and further away and gets them in a deeper hole. And it's just, there's also a deeper message at the end, which I don't want to give away too much, but just about, drinking and driving and all that, which is actually super close to us. Our co-producer lost his mother and his daughter being killed by a drunk driver. And the film actually, the script was written before and he came on board afterwards, and it was just one of those things that was meant to be, where we worked together, and that was kind of the heart of what drove, I think, everybody that was involved to really just get it done. It was super low budget, and the actors didn't get paid, the crew didn't really get paid besides like the sound guy, and it's just the most important thing and the heart of the film for us.
What was it like making this film?
We did really low budget. We shot in 10 days in less than $10,000. We did a few pickup days about 6 months later, so it was pretty crazy. We would go run in and steal shots, and we didn't have permits. We got a bunch of free locations, and I mean, it was we were running off of adrenaline and just knowing that we had to get it done, and it was an incredible experience. So it was very five-person crew basically. We all doing a bunch of different jobs, and it was great though. It was just exhausting.
And what do you want people to get out of this film?
Well, essentially the main thing is if we can just stop one person from drinking and driving, make them stop and think, then that's our ultimate message. And also just to be inspired to do life, live life the way that is good for you and not going to harm yourself or others.
Do you have a favorite quote or favorite scene from the movie?
Man, I know there's so many. There's a lot of F-bombs in there, which I guess might be a good one. But there's this one scene, though, with Alexandria, who plays Sky, and Dan, who plays Dan, where he prays a lot, and she's kind of they're at the diner, and he's just praying about just going on and on and on praying, and she just has her head in her hands okay, is this over yet, and keeps looking up, and it's just a really funny moment and truthful moment that one of my favorite scenes.
I just wanted to ask the actress, I have one question for you. So what was it like getting into the role of the film, to get into your character?
Could you be more specific on
Oh, I'm just curious. So you're the main character, right?
Yeah, well, it's pretty much like a Bonnie and Clyde type of situation. It's shared between Dan and I. Without either one of us, we wouldn't have the other one. The story wouldn't be what it is without both of us. So we're both equally sharing the story. Title, but
was it a tough role? Was it a trying role? Pretty tough to get into, or
the toughest part about it was probably being directed by my family, by my sister and her husband. It's you have to step outside yourself to even step outside yourself.
Right.
But it was awesome. It was tough in the moment, but coming out of it, it's probably the most special experience. But going into the role was also interesting, considering Dan and I were actually together during the filming of that. So we had to step out of our characters, but yet we were also in a relationship in real life. So as an actress, I haven't been in that exact situation before with family and boyfriend and everything so close. was challenging, but it made me love it that much more. And it made me love the film and the craft, the whole entire craft of filmmaking, that much more, and my family that much more. But there was the passion of all of that put into it, plus the passion that we had for the message that was based on Ryan's experience, just gave the film a whole new life. And we're really honored to be able to share that with all of you here at CineQuest, and hopefully we can share that with the world.
Oh, thanks.
Because it's full of very real life situations. From moment to moment, it just keeps you on the edge of relatable real life situations, but with a deeper, meaningful message behind it. So.
Thanks.
Thanks.
And I just wanted to ask you, Angelica, what were your tasks as a producer for the film? Because I know that's a really tough job. So what did
I was not only just producing, I also did costume and hair and makeup and like transporting talent and all of that. We had people coming from LA back and forth. James Matteo was in it with us. He was in Basketball Diaries and Band of Brothers, and a good friend of ours, Bria Cola, another soap actress. So it was just, I mean, every little daily thing that you can imagine, from like picking up talent to making sure that people at the location are going to let you shoot there, to making sure you're not going to, to getting the shots in for the day, and basically every single aspect.
Excellent.